So I've adjusted this pedal many times, and my new theory is someone replaced this brake pedal switch and didn't set the height right on it, because the brake pedal switch on that thing has been replaced. So I just chased my tail around, and I'm pretty sure whoever did this before me didn't set this up right. So from the asphalt sheet to the top of the pedal, this is a little bit complicated because my pedal doesn't have a rubber pad on it. It's going to be 6.34 inch to 6.7. So let's go measure this to the asphalt sheet. So we don't even have 6.5 inches. Assuming that this pad gives it 1/4 of an inch, this pedal is sitting too far forward. And so when you push it, obviously it engages. And I think that is what is the problem. So if we go under here, so I've adjusted this multiple times right here, and this pedal will not come up any higher. So my new theory is, even in the repair manual, we set this brake pedal height in conjunction. It's a little bit out of frame. We set the brake pedal height in conjunction with this brake stop switch right here. And when I look at this brake stop switch, it has wrench marks on it. So somebody's been in here. So what I need to do is pull this back, the brake stop switch. I need to pull this back 1/4 of an inch or so. Replace the stop switch. We got to get the connector out. I did bust the thing loose, which is a 14 millimeter, but trying to get this connector is really hard. So right here is the push rod. Let's make sure we're on the brake because I'm upside down. Okay, so this is the brake. It does have the cable or the spring. So this is the lock mechanism right here. And it's a 14 millimeter. I've been playing with this. So once we get this lock nut loose that's on the back right there, then we can move the height of the pedal with a tiny set of pliers. These are tiny little snap-on pliers that are super badass. So you're not supposed to adjust this at all, ever, for any reason, per the repair manual. I think it says to go get a new brake pedal if you need to adjust this. That made it worse. So we gotta turn it the other way. I just turned it a bunch of threads the other way, and I think this is gonna make it shallower. Check the free play. So this is the piece that I'm actually spinning. Check the free play of the pedal. We should have a little bit of free play. Push the pedal in by hand. All right, we totally remove the stoplight switch. All right, stoplight switch is totally out of the equation. After getting the stoplight switch just completely removed from the equation, adjusting this pedal as far out as the push rod will allow. We're gonna now take a measurement from underneath this pad. So let's go. 6.5. So with the rubber pad on there, it's probably around 6.5, which is the target area. And the trick was to remove the stoplight switch. So now I'm gonna go in there and cinch down the lock nut on the pedal itself, and then reinstall this. And then basically, hopefully that fixes the brake locking up issue. Make sure that nut is tight. You don't want that to come loose. Okay, push rod is into place. And just for good measure, we're gonna see if the truck rolls, because that thing can lock the brakes up. All right, truck is free rolling. Brakes are not locked up. So now the next step is to put the brake stop switch back into place. Check the clearance between the stoplight switch and the pedal. Right here to right here. And that is gonna be like close to impossible to measure. So if you understand this, that is the switch is on, switch is closed. So when you push down, it lets that out and then it turns the brake lights on. So we need to make sure the clearance between A has been adjusted correctly to meet the free play specifications. Okay, so this is a very important step. Check the stoplight lights come on. So I'm gonna screw this in until it pushes down most of the way. Okay, so there it is. So we're gonna set, there's a little bit of a gap, and then we have 2 millimeters. So this is the gap, the small side, that needs to be, this is the maximum gap in there. From the pad to the metal. All right, that's perfect. Pad to metal. And look, we can leave the tool up there too. Okay, so I'm gonna press the brake pedal, pressing on my foot. Light pressure, light pressure, light pressure, hard pressure. So that's working right. We're gonna double check. Brakes are not locked up. So only time will tell if the brakes continue to lock up when the thing gets hot under certain variable conditions, but basically that's the gist of it. Remove that brake stop switch, set your pedal height. Let's double check the pedal height. So after locking in all the nuts, we're gonna measure the brake pedal once again. So this is coming in just about 6 1/4. So if we account for some of the brake pad, the rubber that's supposed to be on there, it's probably about 6 1/2. It can go up to 6.7. So the brake pedal height is finally set at the reasonable number. So I'm pretty confident the brakes aren't gonna lock up, but this truck has really taken me for a ride on a lot of different things. So if you click here, we're gonna go into more restorations on this 4Runner, and this truck has a clutch pedal problem we're gonna be addressing next.